Moneyball's a great movie.
Amazing.
Great movie.
Can't recommend it enough.
Yeah.
Top 5, top 3. Maybe probably my favorite movie of all time.
Expressing the idea of the idea of statistics and probability playing out in whatever you are watching. You know, it's like the sports or the gambling. It's like there's like a certain expectation and predictability that we're trying to put onto this thing. And then we're all just like trying to see what's going to happen next.
Yeah. And Moneyball's like there's a lot of things about that movie that I like getting into, because I think that on surface level it's a great movie, but it's also like super deep and nuanced too. For instance, like one of the runners is it's constantly flashing back to Brad Pitt's like life as a high schooler, because he's a top recruit and like the top recruit maybe in the class even, and then he gets basically offered to go like straight to the league, and it's based on a real guy. And then it's like conflicting because he has a full ride scholarship to Stanford, or he could just go be the New York Mets #1 draft pick. And it's like, my dad definitely hung on the side of the fence of like, go get paid, like secure the bag. You never know what's going to happen in 4 years. If someone's offering you millions of dollars, take the millions of dollars. And he kind of like all right, skip ahead like 5 minutes if you don't want the spoiler, if you're going to go watch the movie immediately. But he ends up taking the bag. But then he gets to the league and he just fucking struggles, and he doesn't cross the threshold. Yeah, until being like a professional ball player. And
it's like Kobe or LeBron, bro. Just coming out of high school. Kevin Garnett coming out of high school.
Hard to do, bro, to be 19 and they're throwing fast, and I think baseball is really a mental thing too. So there might have been some like regret or not enough structural support or too much pressure and not enough foundation of love around like Caleb Williams. A lot of pressure on that kid. Had a terrible first year. Like if you don't have the right people around that guy, you can kind of crash mentally. So, and it kind of alludes to that. They say things like that, and whatever. He's real stoic though. It keeps flashing him back to being 40 and real stoic and being like, this isn't working. And like he knows that the current system doesn't work because he went through it himself and like watched it fail on his own life. And so now when he's in this position where he is realizing that there's an opportunity for innovation, because there's this book that's becoming a bestseller that's basically saying the way that they perceive statistics in baseball isn't like mathematically beneficial to understanding the game at a higher level. And that conceptually is just difficult to understand at all for the time, because it's like a thick book to read is what I'm trying to say. It's like almost like a college book. But this guy's smart. So he reads, gets into it, studies it. Then like that's how he meets Jonah Hill. And Jonah Hill's into this stuff too. And he's like, okay, the fuck you know about this? Like, talk to me what you know about this. Talk to me what you know. Okay, you actually do know about this. I couldn't get a single fucking player here, but what I did do is I traded for you. So you're coming with me. And then it's like, oh, fuck, okay. And then at that point, he's just like, all right, look, whiz kid, I needed a Google guy. I didn't know what I needed, but you're exactly what I needed. You're mine. You're like, we're having a partnership and we're doing something new here, and they don't know that yet. And he kind of comes in with like almost like a hostile takeover, but he's the boss, and he's just like, this is what we're doing now. And all of that, I guess, is like what am I trying to say with all that?
Moneyball, pointing to abstract ideas.
One reason why people they couldn't quite understand that the statistics weren't beneficial to them is because like the current culture was so set in its ways of like,
they had their own narratives of who these players were and what was going to happen based on who these players were. He's like, no, there's something that's going on beyond who these players are that is important to look at and think about.
Yeah.
And analyze.
Like you say things
statistics,
like,
numbers, things happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Totally. Yeah. Like they're like, you like guys that have like a big spine, or they've got like good hips, or they like, you've got these like things you like to see in someone. That don't mean, but that like, I had all those things, but like, I know ultimately it didn't mean shit. And you guys are like, oh, well, we're imperfect science. It's like, yes, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So like, I think this is a more perfect science. And it just makes sense. Like, that's the thing, is if you could understand what they're saying about the amount of times you get on base is more conducive to wins. And then ultimately, if you want a championship, it's like you can take your wins and you can break it down to how much did you pay per win based on what the salaries of all of your players are. And then you can see like, okay, like the Yankees are paying way more money per win than these teams are paying per win. But then of this cluster of teams that is paying less per win, what are they doing that's giving them more advantageous situations?
Anything that will pull them towards that?
Yes.
How come?
And then what it is statistically they're doing things like getting on base way more than the teams who are paying highly for a win. They're doing things like kind of getting like lucky home runs because they have like the biggest, strongest, best players. And they're bailing them out of shitty situations over and over and over again. Whereas like these teams play consistently, they get on base and they another thing is like they don't risk one out to get two outs. It's like just take one out. If you have a clean throw to first base to get the guy out, sometimes don't risk the double play. It's like just take the out. And then also people wanted to avoid walks because it was seemed as some like wussy stuff, you know?
Okay, yeah.
But actually like the players who have the highest walk percentage get on base the most. So they're super beneficial to your team, especially if they have a high rate of walks and they don't cost a lot. That means, so then you could evaluate on what does it cost to get on base per amount of times you get on base. And if you get that ratio kind of into the golden place where you get on base for really cheap all the time, those things conducive are to more wins per season bought. And then the more wins per season that you buy, there's a ratio for like getting to playoffs. And he's like, yeah, that's baseball. Yeah. Like, get on fucking base. Get you outs.
Base. Ball.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. It's not about being some big needy son of a bitch with the fucking mouthpiece, you know?
Yeah, with the dip.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Looking like an American hero,
fucking
which we
Bambino.
love. Exactly, with a cool nickname. Murderer's Row over here.
Yeah.
So he basically says like, no, we're breaking it down. And plus they don't have their lower income franchise. Yeah. So he can't compete by buying players.
Yeah, dude. Great movie.
Fucking phenomenal.
Part of what makes it dope too is they're talking about like the thing, or just like the idea of analyzing film. I guess kind of sports is kind of what that is, or like competing at the highest level. It's like you're watching yourself on film and you're seeing which kind of pitches are you hitting for what reasons. You know, like you're like, you know what I'm saying, you're giving more analysis and rewatching what's happening and like trying to just sculpt it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like at that point, sometimes it's like, dude, just don't hit curveballs. Like you see the curveball coming and you're a curveball, you just do not hit those. And they don't stay on those either. So it's like, there's some stuff where it's just like you watch the film and you're like, okay, if I remove one thing out of my thing, my percentage goes up 25%. And if you do that for all of your players, it's like massively beneficial for your team. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So that's why film's definitely important.
It's there in an abstract sense of just like, do your best, you know what I'm saying? But then there's like the added aspect of we're like analyzing the objective truth of what happened and how to make it better objectively based on this common goal of winning the championship.
Yeah.
We all agree that winning the championship is worth it, and we're all trying to do that. All right, let's go.
I think it's just in a small, it's unity. To be unified in any common goal is like transcendent. It's hard. So the fact that we do it with sports, we'll take it. It's like we need anything that will unify us and towards transcendence, you know? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Moneyball's tight, dog.
Yeah, Moneyball's sick, super sick. Yeah, we're talking about probability leading into the podcast, so that's why we kind of flipped into Moneyball.
Talking about probability, talking about 113, first part of the new year release, but we're still in the old year. It's coming out soon. Hopefully, you had a good Christmas and all that, John. I love that Christmas is like right next to New Year's. You know, it's just like and then Thanksgiving too. It's just such a. It's such a big pool of energy, dog. You know what I'm saying? It's just a bass that's hitting hard. It's an 808 of the seasons. There's some fucking synths come in and shit.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, because Christmas would be kind of it'd be really sad if there wasn't something else to look forward to. We need something to look forward to. It's also just, I don't know. Like I was saying, it's nice if you go to Schlitterbahn and you know that there's like a party after, or you're going out to dinner after or something, because otherwise I'd just be like so sad when I was leaving. Christmas is like that too. I feel bad about leaving my family, but my dad's birthday's in January too, so it's always like, all right, well, let's just come back for my dad's birthday and we'll all see each other again.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
New Year's the same kind of thing, I guess, to a degree.
Yeah, you know, like there's more.
It is a holiday, right? It's definitely celebrated. Commonly, I think it's pretty commonly celebrated.
Oh yeah,
at least acknowledge. You got to acknowledge it.
If we were working 9 to 5s, we would definitely have like New Year's Eve plans. You know, I didn't have one time. I didn't, and I was like, "This sucks. What am I doing? This is like a disservice to myself." I'm just like, "Oh, Happy New Year!" All right, well, let's see what's on TV. It just felt weird.
Yeah, it's definitely at least a moment of acknowledgement. Like, that shit's happening. whether they're celebrating it or not. It's there. Big pool of energy, dude. 808s to be hitting. But we're all aiming towards transcendent story change, you know? Transcendent stories. That's what we want. That'd be nice. Make it worth it, you know?
I don't know if we're all aiming at that. I don't know what people are doing. I think you should aim at that.
Yeah, I think you were saying that like sports is a thing that we can do that through.
Right.
You know, saying societally in groups, and like we love it for that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, and the part of the attached idea of like the NBA or the NFL or whatever the highest competitive league is, like you're watching film. You're watching film. And if you're real and honest you have to be real and honest with yourself in your analyzation of your film and how it's going to impact your behavior going forward. And then whoever's doing that the best, hypothetically, should be like winning more, you know, to a degree. Like that's what good coaching is.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, like some people just have great players on their team, but there's like great coaching, whatever that is.
Yeah. Yeah, there's cultures that are conducive to more growth than other cultures. And then usually like the coaching, a lot of it's an installation of a culture. And then that's like the soil in which we're going to grow these plants out of. And so sometimes like there's just good soil in this place, man. Like it's like I think some coaches from then there's like more to do obviously, but you're in segmented practices and you only get so much time with your coach. He's busy too. So like then you have your position coach who is more like in a relationship with you and you can go to like anytime pretty much. But you know, and you're working on that relationship is important and you do work on, but I guess what I'm saying is back to segmented practices, there's only so much time like field time where you can actually do stuff and you got to share that field time with the other people in your position. Mm-hmm. So ultimately it does get kind of limited and it is like more taking responsibility on yourself to get better at your craft. But the culture is important because that's what's going to get people in the weight room on the extra times. Like what's our culture of lifting outside of the time that we like have to be here, you know? And then like, what's our culture of how we treat our nutrition? Like, how serious are we about our bodies in this building? Like, do we really care? Are we like trying to get abs? Are we trying to stay like lean? Do we have like body fat percentage goals that we're trying to hit? Or are we just kind of like, you know, try to eat right, guys? Some programs are different, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like at the NFL level, then it's also like you could supply food to your team if you want to, but then those wins cost more dollars per investment. Like the Bengals aren't trying to pay that money, bro. You know?
Yeah, go at that, Jamal. Yeah. Go at that, Joey Burr.
We pay you a lot, dog.
Go make it happen.
Yeah. You can get yourself a chef, homeboy. I pay you M's, dog.
Yeah. I know Derrick Henry be spending a lot of money on his body, you know. Spending like $2 million plus. At that level, you know, you got a professional chef, dude. Oh, those are the days, bruh. If I have a professional chef, you know, in-home, maybe, I guess they're, in-home chefs is like the highest level, just like or just coming on some house calls.
Yeah, they probably work like from breakfast to dinner time and then take off. That's probably, maybe like, and take a break in the middle, go do whatever they want to do, you know? Mm-hmm. But I think they also like shop for you too, you know what I'm saying? Because certain ingredients, I don't know. But yeah, if I could have a miso glazed salmon coming out and I could dap up homeboy and say, thank you, sir. And it felt good because we paid him. Oh my gosh. That'd be hitting right now.
That'd be hitting. Oh, that'd be
Love
cool.
life.
Yeah, so that would be tight. Man, it would it get kind of weird or no? Having like someone be cooking for you all the time?
I think, one, you'd have to be really humble, obviously, you know? Mm-hmm. And like, same with custodians, like you want to like be very appreciative for everything they do, you know? Just like keep yourself in, like, not Kanye Weston on yourself. Like that would be important. And I would want them to live with me. That's weird. You know, say like go home to your family, dog.
Go and get it now. Go and get.
But I would have to convince myself that my training, spending more time training and recovering, I'm making more money, that it just like literally justifies all of this. Like it's better for me to not do this for everybody, including my chef and my family and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But I'd also, I mean, like, maybe one day my wife might, if I was making like yams, I'd be like, babe, could you like pick up some salmon? Do you mind making a miso glazed salmon? If she, okay, I'd like it, but you'd have to, of course, you have to arrange a partnership where she'd be okay with that. Like, do you mind not working, but also like helping me with my nutrition so I don't have to buy a chef? If she's not into that, then get the chef. Mm-hmm.
Even then, because I guess I think my wife would want to cook, you know, she enjoys cooking, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes she'd like the chef cook for her too.
Yeah, but that too. Yeah.
So maybe come up with a good schedule where, like, are there nights where you want to cook? And like I'd even be down to help you out on those nights too. Like I think it's good for us to be a family, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But then the other nights you just want to give it to the chef and just simplify our life, you know. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. If I got Stephen Curry money, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Trying to do that for the franchise, dude.
Yeah, dog. Derrick Henry. So that's what initially brought it up. But spending meals on your body, it's like part of what the meals of his body is like going towards. And also like the personal training and the, you know, fitness and shit. But definitely the nutrition and the chef.
Yeah, totally.
Putting together of the food. We got to make that shit. We have to prepare it, you know?
Yeah. There's also math too. Like if it'd be cool if I just wore my Apple Watch and I just told you how many calories I burned every day and just told you like what my workout times were, so you could like figure out when I don't need carbs and fats. And then you do the math on my calorie count and on all the food you're making, and you're making sure I'm hitting whatever we decided our desired goal is. That's a lot of extra work like up here too that you're not doing.
Yeah, dog, that'd be a super worthwhile investment if you had that kind of money. Yeah,
You start
talking about that shit, though, that'd be fucking nice.
Joe Rogan doesn't do that. I don't think. He talks about making steaks all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he might be like, you guys are bitches, bro. He's pretty busy guy.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think he did a good job of flipping it. I think he's not quite as busy as like the podcast happened relatively close to his home, I think. And I think he has a schedule set up so he like gets the kids to school, works out, podcasts, comes home and has dinner, and then goes and does comedy when he's going to do that, and then comes back and is with his family, probably creeps into bed around 4 a.m. That's not a bad life. Like you're with your family, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're so like sometimes I think these athletes, you know, they're not at home a lot. So got so much shit going on. It's probably like leave at like 7 a.m. to get to the facility, and you're probably getting home. I mean, they probably let you out. Like there's probably a short practice every week, get you home to the family. But on the longer days, your install days and everything, you're probably not getting home till like 8 o'clock, I would guess. So then you get 9, 10, 11, and we're talking about getting back up at 6 a.m. So, you know what I'm saying? That I think that's a rough life sometimes on people. And in those instances, it would probably be extra helpful to have a chef so you're not like working the whole time that you have time together.
Yeah. Dude. If you won just like 500 million, these people who be winning B's and M's on the lottery and shit, what's the like first thing you're buying?
Time for myself.
Yeah.
As in, like, I'm quitting my job. I'm paying off like my next month's bills. Like I'm settling every kind of pressure that could come my way, I guess. But that wouldn't be a lot. So I'd buy some time. Just to like sit for a second.
Let me sit.
And then I guess accountant, lawyer, money manager.
Right.
First 3 people you call.
Yeah, it's just ideally trying to find someone to help you figure out how to use it properly.
Yeah, like an investor, money manager, wealth portfolio guy.
Yeah.
You get the...
Well, what are they doing? What are y'all looking at? What Moneyball y'all playing?
I guess they understand like how S&P 500 works, how you can like they say that you can get 8 to 10% out of the stock market every year if you just
put in the S&P 500
super conservatively, as long as everything doesn't crash.
Or it's like an index funds,
yeah,
whatever, it's good.
So start with that 8% coming back, so that way when you're plotting like what you're gonna do with your money, you know you got an 8% return happening, and then it's
put into a savings account like it's whatever percent per year.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, we're chilling.
You play your cards right, you never have to work again.
Yeah.
Don't go buy the Ferrari. That's not playing your cards right. Lawyer, accountant, money manager.
Yeah.
And those 3 people got to not know each other so they don't get fucked.
Lawyer, accountant, money manager. Let's go.
Hell yeah. They don't know each other. They don't talk to each other. They don't work with each other. They work for you. And then like next thing is quit your job, but also be able to pay your rent for the next year. It's like, can you do that? Then you work that out with your accountant and your money manager. Money manager is really about investing your money to get money back to you. You really work that out with your accountant. It's like, am I good? We're good. Everybody's good. Foreseeable future looks good. And then if I return you whatever the 8% is of your income and then inject that into that, are we good like year to year? How much do I need to supplement? Figure out that figure. And then if you're good to quit your job, and like everything's getting paid, woo, chill. Just chill. Don't even buy the car yet. Let the Mazda go until it dies, because we're talking about longevity now.
Decades.
Yeah, yeah. And if we could free ourselves into having more time, literally, oh my gosh, we would blossom. It's just like there's a lot of constraints holding us down. Yeah. Oh my god. So yeah, that's where my head goes immediately. It's just like I'll drive the shit out of my Mazda forever. I'd even stay in this apartment for like another like 2 or 3 years, because it's about decades. It's like I never want to work again, and no one has to know that I'm that guy. No one has to fucking know that I have an accountant, lawyer, and a money manager.
And AMS.
Nah, dude, nobody has to know. Just because I want longevity. I don't want it to go away.
I think it's just the idea of playing it smart, or like there's a way to act towards longevity, and that longevity is a worthwhile goal worth pursuing, because it's just like a thing that's in line with the truth. We're going to be here for a while, God willing, and you got to come plan for that, decades at a time. Joe Rogan's been talking about it with Shane Gillis. They released that one. It's funny because they recorded it earlier and they released it on Christmas.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, Joe knew it was like a gift, you know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
He's like, I'll save this one for Christmas.
I love you.
They were talking about the Rams and the Seahawks game.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, this was like a week before.
Yeah, I did notice that too.
You know what I'm saying?
It was out of touch. Because then I listened to like the most recent Shane and Matt podcast, and it was really refreshing that they were like current. And I was like, okay, yeah, there was like a time discrepancy.
Yeah, you saved it. You saved it for Christmas.
He gave us Tom Segura and Shane Gillis
to right into Christmas.
Well, it worked out for Tom Segura too, because he was promoting his special. But yeah, it was still awesome. And then UFOs, an awesome UFO guy. That was a really good UFO podcast. There was some information in there that, like, at one point he was like, yeah, this guy gave this guy information about how to do this UFO, and then this guy went and like sold it off like a shill. And the first guy was like, oh, you betrayed the fuck out of me, bro. Like, I gave you the keys to the future and you like traded it to be a shill. Like, the worst kind of person, man. It's like, no one knows about aliens, and you're like, I was willing to bring you into the like, we could build a UFO together. And you were like, where's the CIA? I'm gonna get paid. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
You're lame.
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like naming these people, and like, and then the first guy, I guess, ended up ultimately saying, it's like, the only reason that you're willing to blab about what I try to tell you and I'm not, truthfully, is because I'll get killed for that shit, bro. And like, you don't work for the people that I work for. And I'm not exactly sure. And then like, but he named that guy. Like, I was like, yo, you just put that guy on fucking blast. Like, that guy might turn up dead because of this pod, bro. That's nutty.
I'm gonna blast them.
I had never seen, like, that was like, they crossed the. Most people are like, there's some things I can't say, and they didn't do that in that podcast. That was one reason why I was like, is that a Christmas gift?
Do you want me to edit that out?
Right. And I just feel like that was part of Joe Rogan, because the knock on Joe is like, you're always talking about aliens, but it's never like, no one's ever revealing shit.
Substantial.
Yeah. But that was like more substantial, I thought, than like anything. There was a lot of evidence that they brought up that was like, made you think, man. Just made you think about stuff. Joe's sick of the Egypt narrative, man.
How little we know about this shit, bro. We don't know anything about anything. What the hell? Who are we to say we know anything about anything?
I like that.
How do you know what you know what you know?
You just stand on that in general. You're like, don't be too sure about things. Anybody's too sure about things, I'm not.
I don't trust them. Yeah. I'm sure of that.
Yeah. Openness is way too low here.
Yeah.
I like that. It's a good rock. There's times when I feel like I know for sure. Like, I've been inspired. I know the truth right now. But most of the time, absolutely not. Those are inspired moments that don't even come from me.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Right? The things where you gotta able to make sense of things. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. But what were we just talking about?
Joe Rogan with the aliens.
Aliens, dude.
In Egypt. He's sick of the Egypt narrative.
Egypt and aliens. He's been on that shit for a minute, decades deep. But now it's getting to a point. And yeah, him and Thomas Segura were talking about the remains that were found, in Peru, I think.
Yeah, with the babies and stuff.
Yeah, there's crazy shit that's going on that no one's talking about. Like potentially alien, or definitely not even subhuman, but like not human remains have been found in Peru. And it's crazy. It's like kind of proof of another species or like a different, like an alien, a different kind of shit that's been like a life form.
Yeah, baseline
identified.
Like a different kind of hominid, or like what came after primate in between human, you know what I'm saying? Like evolutionarily, maybe there was a branch off of like a different type of, like they had like 3 fingers and 3 toes, and like they were shorter, I think, but there was like a collection perhaps of these like very intact bodies that were preserved on some level to where you can even see like a baby one inside of like a pregnant one. So then it's like, what is that? What the hell is that? At baseline, it's another hominid. At craziest level, it's a fucking alien species or some kind of other creature.
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't know. But they were like, man, the crazy, how's no one talking about that?
And then Joe's like, is this ancient lore that they are the original? And then the thing in like the Anunnaki or whatever that came here, like death to the earth that they knew is like old lore culture of like the us that came and destroyed their way of life. And we're like, I don't know. And then the alien guy's talking about like there's this place in Peru or whatever where there's like this mythological story of like this giant pit, and then that these people would basically sacrifice like their dead bodies down to these things that were like in the pit, because in the lore of the culture there was this like monster down there that was like gonna have to eat people. So then like they do an excavation of this place, and down in that place they find like hundreds of thousands of remains, bones scattered in such a way that it's like not buried, not plotted. Like people threw people down this pit, stacks of bones, and then they find other skeletons of like 6'5" foot like big jacked up skeleton giants down there. And then he's just like, so what the fuck is that? I don't know. That's crazy, bro. Like that, I'm listening to this podcast. I'm like, this is different than the other alien podcasts. And that guy had an alien experience himself, and he told that story.
Oh, dude,
I didn't know how to take that.
I haven't heard that one. It's a recent one.
Yeah. I think those were the 3 for the Christmas week. It was the alien guy, and Gillis.
They say that one for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, Joe.
Joe did his thing, bro. And when was the other time he did his thing, bro? He gave us Elon Musk on Halloween, dog.
Yeah.
Flying cars, bro. Joe gives a fuck about us, and I love that. Thanks, Joe.
Yeah, give us some of the holiday pack.
Yeah. What a sweetheart
of a guy.
I love you.
Love you, guy. Oh, dude, it's awesome to be on this podcast. Literally had dreams about that shit, dog.
It's so cool.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be awesome.
So cool. The workout beforehand.
Yeah, dude. And you know, the one thing that I saw yesterday, have you seen the video or have you heard any of the murmurs about this shit that's going on in Minnesota? And it's like, there was a video, I guess it got released yesterday, and my wife was watching it, and I started kind of like watching it with her while I was watching the Philly-Buffalo game. And it was a super long video. I think she found it on Facebook. But it was of a guy with another gentleman who was like looking into the public records in the Minnesota government, city government, whatever. And within that, there's a whole bunch of these corporations that are receiving funding every year for being like healthcare providers or like childcare providers. It's like the primary two from these Somali people.
Dude, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you seen this shit?
I've seen there's a guy I follow on Instagram now who's going into those healthcare places, and they're like, he's like, can I get healthcare? And can I get healthcare? You guys get 1.2 million in government aid. Can I get healthcare?
So he says you're allotted for 102 children, and like you get 2.5 whatever $1 million a year last year, 2025, this fiscal year. Where are the children at? Where's like where are the, what's going on?
Yeah.
Can I roll my little? It's funny. He's like referring to his son. He's like, little Joey. Little Joey needs some daycare, man. Can I get little Joey in? He's little Joey.
What does it mean?
No, he's just like
saying it.
Yeah. It's just that's like kind of his childcare. Like I'm trying to, what services are you providing?
Yeah.
How are you? What's the funding going towards, or more or less? And then he started just straight up asks him about he's like, have you heard about the fraud?
Is it a white guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've seen this guy. He's not super great at it, right? He just keeps being like, eventually he's just like, so where is the money going? Where are the kids?
Mm-hmm. It's a whole thing. Bro. Crazy shit, dude. I think Trump had, this is going to come out a week later, but I think recently Trump had tweeted about it and responded in response to like the video coming out.
What are you saying?
I think he was saying that...
this is why we had Doge?
Nah, but that's what I thought. I was like, this is the idea of Doge is what's going on here. Just like the idea of like fraudulent shit that's going on that's super unnecessary. It's like how much of that shit's going on.
Perhaps the government knows more that's going on than we do. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that sounds like to me. Yeah, that's that shit. Corruption.
Where's that? What y'all doing?
Yeah, I think that like those people are protected. Like they're not gonna. They might get closed, but I don't think they're gonna get jailed. I think that sounds like some kind of government arrangement. They sound like ambassadors for Somalia, and we're giving millions of dollars.
Do you want to look up what Trump? Do you have Twitter?
Yeah.
You want to look up what Trump had tweeted recently about it? I think it came. Like I'm pretty sure my wife said the video came out yesterday, and Trump responded to it by the end of the night. It came out because
what video? That the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I have been watching them for like the last week for this other guy.
Okay, word.
And it could be the same guy. Like if I scroll my Instagram long enough, it'll bring it up to me.
Okay, word.
Because,
but I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure the exact timetable of it, but
it's in my algo.
It seems that it was fucking crazy, dog.
Sorry, let me. Oh, I guess I'm looking for Twitter.
But they were looking up for like
it's
fucking
called X now.
They were, yeah. They were guessing it was like over 100 million, like 200 million in fraud. They were like accounting up for. It's like, what's going on here? There's just like these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like checking out all these companies. Building with a certain amount of companies in it. It's like one building with 9 different companies in it, and like pretty much all of them are providing childcare, or all of them are providing healthcare. And they go to each one, and that shit. They're like, "Can we get some healthcare? What are the coverage prices? Blah, blah, blah. Like, can I engage in the services you're providing, more or less?" And there's a whole bunch of nah.
That's the video that went viral.
Nah. Yeah.
Okay, it's probably a compilation of the stuff that I've been watching because it was more. The videos I were watching were like him for like 2 or 3 minutes, and it wasn't like great videos because he's just like, they're like, go away, and he's like, no, why are you doing this? 1.2 million. What's going on here? No, go away. And he's like, no, why are you doing this? Like, it's not super interesting. But I was watching it, like, fascinated, obviously.
Yeah, it's crazy shit that's going on. But yeah, Trump had responded to it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think I found it. I'm just trying to make sure that the first video I'm about to watch here isn't like, it's only 30 seconds long, so I don't know if doesn't seem like a long enough response to be like an impactful.
I think Trump had just tweeted something verbally about it.
Just Donald Trump's Twitter.
Yeah. In response to the Minnesota branch of government or whatever was going on there, whoever was handling and operating things at this time during that last year or 2 years or however long it's been going on.
Merry Christmas to all, including the radical left scum.
Oh yeah,
pin tweet.
Jeez Louise, bro.
There's more, but that's the first line.
Okay, love it. That's crazy. It's our president.
Yeah. Trump Kennedy Center honors. Well, but that's December 23rd. That's what I'm saying. Okay, hold on.
You haven't had anything since then? What was yesterday? Yesterday was like the 27th, I think.
So, posts, replies. Let's try that.
Oh my God. Trump, where's that? Maybe that was AI that produced that shit. I don't know. We'll see.
It's just making me log in. I didn't want to log in because it didn't have me logged in. But I want to see. What's up. This is crazy. And how much is it? Millions of fucking dollars?
Hundreds of millions of dollars.
Are we getting a stimulus? You ever see that shit going on?
Yeah, I saw that going around, dog. What's up?
Where my stimulus?
What's that, bro? Don't be talking shit.
Why are we talking about it?
Don't be talking shit. Why are you saying that? That was definitely talks like a month or two ago.
Fucking password change required. They swear they don't want me in this bitch, bro. I'm getting in there though. Don't worry.
We're taking the long way home.
Yeah, it texted me. Elon's like, "Welcome to X, bro." I don't know what that shit was, but I'm just gonna.
We ain't got no Twitter, bro.
Let me sign you up for what I got going on.
Twitter don't exist anymore.
I just got rid of X when I was playing League. I just like deleted the app. It's not like I got rid of it, but I didn't want to re-download it either because there ain't no space for nothing else when you got League on your phone.
League. Yeah, that's like League of Legends on your phone. Is it different than like the desktop version?
It's really similar, honestly. It's like one of the most similar.
But it's not the same.
Not the exact same.
Okay.
But it's like the same objective and like the same characters for the most part. There's more characters on the computer version, but like the main characters kind of have the same abilities, and you click everything with the mouse on the computer, and that's like the competitive gameplay, whereas like you do everything with your finger on the phone, which is kind of a trip if like that's not the real way to play, you know what I'm saying? But since that's how Julian played, that's how I picked it up first. Remember me, reset password. Another reason. You guys fucking made me change it on.
Yeah, dude, but damn, I don't know the name of the guy who posted the video or anything too detailed about it, but I just saw it in passing. I was like, man, what is going on here? That's going on in Minnesota. How many of the states is this going on in? And to what degree, to what level? They're saying they're providing these services and then getting funding for X amount of whatever, doing their thing. It's a wild thing.
Yeah, so I looked at his posts. Only the most recent is the 24th. The next recent is the 23rd. Replies, same story. But, that doesn't mean it's all not. I'm trying to look just on Google straight up. It should be easy to see. Donald Trump response to Minnesota fraud. Why is none of this even popping up on the fraud scandals and Trump's rhetoric escalate fears in Minnesota? Okay, so this is the story. And even if I don't have like the video, I'll just read the quotes. What the fuck? When is this from? Okay, President Trump has taken aim at Minnesota's Somali community with xenophobic remarks, calls for their removal from the U.S. It coincides with a new ICE operation in the Twin Cities targeting Somali immigrants. Special correspondent Fred DeSam Lazaro reports on the community's response and how we arrived at this point. And then here's how the conversation goes. President Trump in recent days has taken the same shit. So I guess this guy, Lazaro, says, at Carmel Mall, a hub for Somali life and culture in South Minneapolis, the business has been slower than usual this week. And then there's a woman, I guess, from the community that says, it's very scary, especially the small business owners. For me, all the business at Carmel Mall, we're not making any monies. And Lazaro says, concern rose here after word of an increase in federal immigration enforcement targeting Minnesota's Somali community. The state is home to about 80,000 people of Somali descent, the largest such population in the country. Most are citizens and many were born here. The stepped-up enforcement dubbed Operation Metro Surge follows President Trump's repeated attacks on Minnesota's Somali community. President Donald Trump, they contribute nothing. They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country.
They contribute nothing.
I will be honest with you. Their country stinks.
Oh my God! Yeah, quote. No.
Yeah.
Did he say it? Yes, he did.
The PBS says he said it.
Okay.
Stop with that. The president also singled out Ilhan Omar, the progressive Somali-born Minnesota congresswoman he's long criticized. Donald Trump. Ilhan Omar's garbage. She's garbage.
Garbage.
Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go. Come on. Let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. Quote.
Oh God, dude.
That's inflammatory. If I had to say anything, that's one of the weird things about Donald Trump is he is not diplomatic.
Diplomatic immunity.
That's what Drake would say. Not me. And
Christ.
Okay, that's the other thing.
Not me.
Here's what me would say is that the weird thing about this is we heard a rumbling about it, wanted to find information. It's not on Twitter. When I Googled it, it wasn't even like, it was everything but that. Every time it was like Donald Trump's response to Bad Bunny, this, nothing about Minnesota. I type Minnesota, it's like Minnesota shooting. I'm like, fraud. And then it pulls up the story you're talking about, and then like I click on it and it's PBS, and the only thing Donald Trump said was like inflammatory racist things. And I'm like, this seems like misinformation to me. This seems like something's going on here. We'll see.
Yeah, what we talking about?
We'll find out as the story unfolds.
Yeah, so something that I saw in my Matrix, I was like, yo, what's going on here? But the idea of that this is like part of a grander thing that's going on here. It's like, ooh, that's the same like feeling of like the Epstein shit. It's like, ooh.
Yeah, dude, millions of dollars, man.
Hundreds
of millions of dollars. That's a lot of money. Oh, but we're having trouble getting us a $1,800 stimulus check. Granted, there's a lot of fucking people out there.
And even just the idea of how much money we're spending unnecessarily or moving around. The people who are printing the money. Oh, dude, what's going on? There's something that should just make you say, ooh.
It's the highest level politics. It's hot. Dude, oh man, I'm having a conversation.
Man.
I'm having a conversation, man. I
Man.
wish you would have been there, man.
Talk to me, man.
So I'm having a conversation and we're talking. And at one point, you know, we're talking about cars and we're talking about me and a group of people. And we're talking about how, you know, you can go into a dealership and if you know the dance, you can get the car for cheaper than sticker price. How much cheaper than sticker price you can get the car for determines on how well do you know the dance. And perhaps maybe you're even a better dancer than this low-level salesman that RNG'd into your pool of expertise. Mm-hmm. And if you're really good at it, apparently in this conversation, this gentleman had claimed that he could get a car that was at $25,000 down to $18,000 with like a year's worth of maintenance, $7,000 worth of dance. And I was like, you know, super interesting. And then it gets to a point where, you know, like then the other friend actually had been on the other side of that coin and had owned a dealership and
been the salesman.
Yeah, been the guy selling the cars. Not only been the salesman, but been the guy who's like buying the cars and inventory.
Okay, yeah,
it's like his business.
That's levels deep,
right? So then he's like, okay, so you're the guy. You're my opponent, literally. Like you're trying to go get the best deal you can, and I'm trying to make the most money I can out of my business. But you and I are gonna do business. We're gonna dance because this is as far as I'm willing to go to do business. And like, you know that there's a line too where you also need this car. So if you push me too far past what I'm willing to do, you don't get the car. And then so we can have this engagement. Otherwise we both just say, no, not for me. So then as someone who's selling these cars, you can do things like, well, I know that you're going to start to lowball me. So if you think you're going to get $7,000 worth of lowball, I can start $2,000 higher. And then I remove your ceiling down to $5,000 worth of lowball. Then I can do other things like, let's say the car breaks down. Then I can tell you, you know, okay, man, well, here, what I want to do is I want to maybe split the repairs with you. Let's go half on this because, you know, you did buy the car, but it's not all the way covered, but I do want to help you. I want to do the right thing. And then I'll tell the person that the repairs cost $2,000. Then I'll get my mechanics to do it for $400, and then I can come up $1,600 on, you know, or I guess then you pay me $1,000. I pay them $400. I actually made $600 profit on your breakdown, and then I look like a good guy because I help split the cost with you. Because some of that is like I have the relationship you don't have. So like what we would have paid maybe would have been closer, but ultimately I'm like, oh, so you know, you'll just lie to make more profit. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't think you have to do that. And they're like, it's business. It's business.
This is where?
I'll tell you off camera.
Okay, continue.
It's business. Both of them.
That's what we're doing.
Come on. I'm like, I think that you could run a Christian-based business, not where your profit's not predicated on how well you can lie. And they're like, kind of shuts down the one guy. Maybe he's not interested in religious talk. Sorry. I'm just talking here. I'm just talking here, man. Talking. I'm just expressing how I think. Like, this is what I think and feel. Not like no moral high ground, no stance. It's like where I think from, you know? Mm-hmm. Then night progresses.
Progression.
And the gentleman who was from the dealership side got on a pretty moral high horse with me in a conversation about what are the virtuous things here. God ultimately isn't exactly how he centers himself around spirituality. More being a truth seeker, I guess, was. And then I even went as far as to ask, do you think that you replace God, like that place where God goes, you put truth there? I can understand how you got there. I'm just like trying to help identify the ideology that I'm talking to. And then was willing to say that, right? I'm like, okay, it's interesting because it definitely seems virtuous on paper. I am the way, the truth, and the light. So then why would you run from the father relationship of the truth and then just strip it down to mean something else to you? Just to be like truth, objective truth, what's real is God. Okay, there's some things there. I'm thinking these things, and he has just pounded me with what he thinks is right. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, there's some scripture to support that. Keeps going on and on. Like,
God.
all right.
Okay.
And you can't, and those are things about your ego, and your ego can't be the thing that rules your life. And I'm like, I think your ego might not want me to talk very much right now. Like, we can have a conversation about our ideas, you know? Your openness level's so low right now. I'm starting to look at you different, dog. For real, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I just want a conversation. Like, let's balance our ideas. I'm willing to hear I'm open. Like, tell me about what having truth as your God does for your thinking. But can I not get yelled at? What the fuck?
This is not a good podcast, dog. This podcast is weak sauce.
So
Every interaction's a podcast.
I wish you would have been there because I think like in that moment I was like real, because I was very like not. I felt like I was hanging out with their group of people, which was cool. But like in that moment, I was like, I don't think this is. I got weirdly put into a weird corner where I'm getting dunked on right now. Like, probably not hanging out in this group of people. I'm getting dunked on because I have an opposing opinion that you don't have to lie to do good business, and then we can't have a conversation about that. You're just gonna come down here and try to. I can't even take. I wish Justin would be here because then I would have taken the charge. Yeah, there's no one to see that. It's a street ball.
One-on-one alley ball, dog.
Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. It's not what it isn't. I feel like it was an interesting conversation because for some reason, even spiritual people talking about doing business, it's okay to lie and make profit off of people by doing unvirtuous things. Now, what the hell is that? See, that's what I'm saying. We're not in unity at that point with what we're saying about God. Like, if
what we're doing to constitute a win.
Right. It's like if we say we want a championship, we want to do the right things, do the best things, and then you're like, yeah, absolutely. But then you're like drinking every night. It's like, that's like not. You say that you're aligned with what we're doing and we have nutrition goals and we don't want to have. Come on, dude. Like, you're killing your growth, your muscle growth. It's like, are you in? That's not being in unity with like. Or are you willing to say that that's the wrong behavior? That's another question. It's like you believe in the championship, you believe in the program, you believe in the culture, but you're exhibiting a culture behavior. Are you willing to acknowledge that with your logos? Or that's like a separating factor for me.
And then there's Dennis Rodman.
Well, go on, please. What do you mean?
He's just winning the championships with Michael Jordan, and he's going to Vegas and fucking doing Vegas, you know?
Hard.
Doing Vegas in the 80s and 90s, hard. You know? And then going and winning championships with Michael Jordan. It's like, that's definitely a atypical behavior. He's an anomaly, though. That's why his story has that hint of anomalous with it. Like, because part of that is crazy. And then motherfuckers like Christian McCaffrey, who be going nuts about that action.
So I'd be trying to say, I tried to bring this up, but nobody was open enough for this conversation either. But it's like the free will conversation, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dennis Rodman probably felt like there wasn't really once he got to where he was, there was no other life for him. That's his life. That was his story. It was always going to end up like that. I don't know how many. It's like you do have free will, you do have these choices, but your choices are the ones that you're going to make, and then the learning is the learning that you would have made.
He was just like an extreme person, you know, saying going hard.
Yeah, dude, all the time, always was, and it just resulted in being able to hang out with Michael Jordan.
That's what Michael Jordan needed on the team.
yeah.
Needed a freak show, going crazy.
Someone else whose brain also operated on. Like, that's good to have, because Pippen wasn't that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. He's a little more molasses pouring out of your mouth. And he didn't rise to the occasion, whereas you feel like Dennis Rodman's going to dive on the scoring table when the occasion comes. Like, that motherfucker's selling out.
There's that poster of him selling out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he's completely vertical, parallel with the ground, like going for a rebound or going for a loose ball.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, well, yeah, he definitely embodied that to the fullest, like going all out. But yeah, we were talking about going hard for the team. You're not in line with the. Yeah, well, what are you doing to constitute a win? What team are you playing for here? What basket are you shooting at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the initial preposition to get there is like when you believe in God, but you're not like you won't even say with your logos when you sin that you are sinning. Like you see no wrong with not living by God's principles, but you believe in God. That disconnect is like I think, an issue for society.
That's a little.
But it looks
upside down.
Easier to call it football terms.
Man, crazy conversation, man. Tell me about a conversation, man. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, they say there's a war for meaning in our society right now. This is like a cultural phenomenon. That's why the religion, what is it, like people, church populations are at an all-time high allegedly, and then also young people who are deciding to join the church, that percentage is at an all-time high, which projects great growth of the church. That's really where they struggled for the last like 20 years. New families, young families, and trying to like get a new wave of Christianity, very like trendy, popular. Since like early 2000s, there'd been like a lull of that, but now it's like almost soaring. And then it's like
in my matrix.
True, right? Like I don't know statistically. I'm wrong because I feel like I've heard this also echoed, and I could be though. I'm open to it. But at the same, but that's a cultural response to this lack of meaning that we now have, because we're not living in unity with what founded the Western culture, which was Christianity. Like Christianity was more prevalent in the 1700s when Thomas Jefferson was here. It was more prevalent. I guess it's like this. You want to say the 50s, 60s, and 70s even. It was a more prevalent structural force, and I think that's where it just gets all wonky. Because the 60s, it's like we got into the hippie movement, and then the government got involved in the anti-hippie movement, which got involved into the drug stopping, which got into the drug trafficking, which got into the corruption, which got into the federal government becoming a water tap. And then it became corruption of politics. How do we tap our water? Fuck all that other shit. It's like, do whatever you got to do, but I need my fucking bag because I'm retiring in 5 years with my 80 mil. And that's, I think, we lost something.
Shit got weird. It's definitely at a all-time high in my matrix, but it's, it was definitely more prevalent hundreds of years ago. Or I felt like that for sure whenever we were kind of growing up. At least, I don't know.
It's the foundation of Western culture, for sure. It definitely was more prevalent. Yeah, like, absolutely.
Right.
And then it comes down to, like, people actually, those things actually held up society. Like, we did more golden ruling back then because it mattered more to us intrinsically. And then, like, that's kind of what we're saying right now, is that it seems like everything we're seeing on TV, some of the politics and our national leaders, it's like we don't know who to look to for a good example of that right now. So,
yeah, I don't know. I think there's definitely been a resurgence lately, but yeah, I guess there has to be a drought for there to be like a resurgence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they call it revival.
I feel like it's at an all-time high.
Yeah.
Dude, Jelly Roll was so close to bringing up Forrest Frank on that pod, bro. Damn.
I'm starting to wonder if the whole reason he did that pod was because he didn't. I don't know if he realized that Forrest Frank was like the boy. Like, if they would have been beefing out, I'm like, Jelly Roll, you're lame as hell. You got it twisted, bro. Clearly, you hadn't heard this discography, man. Like, that's not a hill that you should die on. And then he was very quickly like, I ain't trying to die on that hill. So I wonder if that's why he came and brought this very humble persona to Joe Rogan. Or maybe just like, hold on, I am a humble person. Let me like express myself so they know I'm not an asshole, you know? Because Forrest Frank's following, I think it's bigger than Jelly Roll's following, honestly.
Yeah, I guess how many followers do you think they have? What's your guess?
Just, okay, so I got to ballpark what? Celebrity?
Ballpark Jelly Roll and ballpark Forrest Frank on Instagram.
My brain wants to say like Jelly Roll.
I have no idea.
Jelly Roll's good for 10 to 30 mil, but I think Forrest Frank's good for 80 to 120 mil.
You think so?
That's I don't know. I don't know what the ballpark is I'm playing in.
I don't know either. I think it might be less though. I think they might be like 4 million versus like 16 million. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know either. Maybe I'm super lowballing it.
I don't know. I think we're in the M's, but like, yeah, like I'm saying, I think that like
hundreds. You talking hundreds?
That's what I said. I guess what I said was I think Forrest Frank has 80 to 120 million, and I think that Jelly Roll has like 10 to 30 million.
Okay,
but
I have no idea.
It also could be like 10 to 30,000 compared to 80 to 120,000, but I think it's way more than that.
Forrest Frank is at 6
mil,
6.6 mil.
Okay,
and then Jelly Roll, and it's on Instagram. He's got, oh shit, hold on, I just had it right there. 5.6 mil.
Okay, they're closer than I thought. But where do I think they end up? Because Forrest ranks like 30, Jelly Roll's like 45.
I think 40.
Okay.
42 maybe.
Okay.
Something like that.
I think they project closer to where I got them at the end of the day, but Lord knows. Jelly Roll's a great inspiration.
Yeah, but yeah, Forrest Frank be selling out shit, you know? It's crazy.
He is everywhere. Every church in America, dude. He is everywhere. His streams have to be crazy, dude.
As of lately, especially. I think
Yeah.
if we could look at it over time.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely been a big, probably sure, the biggest jump from 24 to 25.
He's definitely in his moment right now. But I think he's the biggest. I've listened to Christian music for so long. Like,
I know, me too.
He is transcendent, dude. He's a superstar. He is like a Michael Jordan-esque character for what is Christian music.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Your Way's Better has 123 million. Good Day has 162 million. Up has 166 million. Lemonade, which came out over the summer, has 34 million. 82 mil, 45 mil, 117 mil, and then 3 mil, 9 mil. But his most streamed songs go crazy, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's it feels like a transcendent moment thing that's happened, you know? Like watching the come up of LeBron or Steph Curry, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Kobe, you're just like, yeah, this guy's fucking a killer, bro. This guy's a killer, dude. Get to watch this shit. It was so brutal to see Patty fall, man. The Chiefs go down, man. The Chiefs go down.
Dude, to give Jelly Roll his dude. His number one has 220 mil, 176 mil, 173 mil, 78 mil, 346 mil. He's the feature on that one, but it's called Wild Ones. Not gonna play it, but that song. 346 mil, 167 mil, 296 mil, 307 mil, 125 mil, 144 mil. His stats are better.
They're going crazy.
And then he looked at me all like, yeah, bitch. On his Spotify profile.
All
right, respect. But I'll buy the Forrest Frank jersey, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Facts, dog. That's just an absolute fact. Yeah, man. You want to switch over to the Patty, the Patreon?
I'm done.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, hell yeah. We'll jump off YouTube real quick, but we love y'all. Have a great start of the year, 2026. Make it your year. Run that shit. Do that shit. And then we'll check back in with you in 52 episodes. We'll be like, did you do that shit? You know what I'm saying?
We're in 52?
Yeah.
All right.
Our next New Year's Eve pod.
Hell yeah.
Or post, you know, saying January 1 next year. It's like, all right, we're checking in. So this is me signing off to the future of us checking in. You feel me?
I'll see you in a year.
See you in a year. Whatever the fuck's going on. We have some time, but it's coming up. New year, new me. Let's fucking go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And no, just do it. Stop thinking. Stop talking. Just do it. That's it. Have that moment.
Dude, you know what I'm saying?
Decide you're going to stand up even when you're not ready to do it, and you're just going to go like this. I'm going to do it. Until you actually are inspired. And once the fire is lit, just go before you think anything else.
Just go.
Water's always cold.
Just go. It'll be over before you know it.
Oh, yeah.
Time's passing anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Jump on it. We love you, YouTube. We'll see you in a million years.
Rolling through the city to the light show. Really ain't no telling where we might